Lower back pain can be the worst. Literally stop you from doing anything. You can't stand, you can't walk, you can't even lay down comfortably. This video is for someone who just got out of lower back pain. We have a video, if you are in lower back pain, see the comments below. That video, if you are currently in lower back pain, is best for you. This video is how to prevent it, how to have a bulletproof back so that it never has to come back. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go over 2 key stretches that I want you to do every single day to make sure that it doesn't come back, just so you have proper hip health, and then 2 exercises to activate the muscles around your pelvis and stabilize your lower back. Now, most lower back pain happens because the pelvis is out of alignment. It's either tilted down and forward or it's completely shifted out of alignment, and that creates the lower vertebrae sliding and gliding the wrong way, and then you slip a disc, or one hip gets out of alignment and causes guarding in one side of the muscles. It's very complex, but the biggest thing I want you to know is your hips are your center of gravity. As you move, they move with you. So what we want to do is make sure that they're moving, gliding and sliding the way they're supposed to, they're stable, and that your glutes and hamstrings, these big muscles here, do the work instead of your lower back. So follow along. We've got the 2 stretches I want you to do every day, and then 2 exercises to stabilize your spine. So the first stretch we're going to do is a Spider-Man stretch. Now, or it's called the ultimate stretch sometimes too. It's got a lot of different names. You want to get into a lunge. Now in this lunge, make sure that your knees are padded. If there's any kind of pain in the back knee, it's gonna tighten up and you're gonna guard muscularly. I wanna create a diagonal line from this ankle to this back knee here. Try to keep this leg perpendicular to the ground. If it's back like this, you're not gonna get a good stretch. Now from here, I'm gonna stick my opposite arm down, and I'll give you other angles of this too. And I wanna push my knee away from my center line and look away. You're gonna do this 5 times just to warm up your hip capsule. And you should feel it binding back into the hip capsule. Then take your elbow and set it down right next to your ankle. So, like I said, I've got this hand here, placed into the ground. I'm pushing away from my body, and then press the elbow down right next to the ankle. Now hold this stretch for 90 seconds. It takes 90 seconds for tissue change, and then go ahead and switch. The next stretch we wanna do is an elevated pigeon stretch. Now the best place to do this is your couch. Leave a pillow on the ground or something padded, because that one of these knees is gonna go on the ground. Now I'm gonna leave my leg on top of, for you it's the couch, for me it's this bench here. And I'm gonna slowly lower myself using my arms until I have my leg perfectly at a 90-degree angle, and you should feel a stretch in this back side hip. I'll show you the other side in a second. Now this right here is a stretch for most people. You don't have to do anything else in this. This is perfectly fine for 90 seconds. Now if you want to improve this stretch and make it more, I guess, effective, inhale from your diaphragm, and then exhale, folding your body over. Now, just like the other stretch, you're gonna wanna hold this for 90 seconds. I'll show you the other side. But these 2 stretches, the Spider-Man stretch and the pigeon stretch, done 90 seconds per day, will drastically improve your pelvic health and the ability to not put any strain on your lower back. Now let's jump into the exercises. So what we're gonna do is a reverse lunge or back lunge to activate your glutes and hamstrings and open up their hips. So most people that have a problem stabilizing their hips because their glutes aren't firing correctly. So a simple back lunge where you can use a wall to stabilize, step back, create a 90-degree angle with the front leg, and then make sure you're pulling yourself straight up through this bottom leg, like you're standing straight up in the air. You should feel it in this glute and hamstring on the front leg. Now, if this is too easy for you, and you've progressed past this and you feel very strong and stable in this exercise, I wanna do it elevated and you can add weights. This will increase the stretch in the hip and activate the glutes more. The glutes are kind of like your safeguard against using your back. You have these big muscles that hold your pelvis in place so your lower back doesn't have to. Now with the weights, you're gonna hold them at your side, step back, creating a nice lunge, and then pull yourself straight up from that front leg. I would recommend doing at least sets of 5 each side, and make sure you pause at the bottom. Pausing at the bottom allows you to activate your glute instead of using all the front of your leg and your quad. And then you can get a lot of stability just from that glute activating. Our next exercise is called an assisted hip airplane. What we're gonna do is we're gonna use the wall to create stability for ourselves and so we can actually stabilize our hips. The first move you wanna do is put your hands on the wall, and then facing the wall, you're going to go into kind of like a single leg deadlift. Put your weight on one leg and press and hold your glute up. Pause, and then flip, moving your arms around the wall, your leg up and hold, and pause here as well. Next, lower yourself slowly into that position you were just in. Pause again. Don't you dare fall down yet. And then stand up. Make sure you pause each time. Most people, they do this and then fall back down. This is a stability exercise. We're trying to get rid of your back pain. Don't create more by not being stable. So again, you're gonna push back, hold, rotate, hold, rotate back down, hold, and then stand up. Now when you've got that completely down pat and it's easy for you, you can do an unassisted hip airplane. So just put your arms out, go down, hold, twist and rotate, hold, rotate back down, hold, and then stand. Now guys, if that video brought you value, let me know in the comments how you feel, how your body is feeling stable, and how you don't have to worry about back pain. Give me any kind of other video ideas in the comments. And then guys, if you haven't already subscribed, I don't know what's wrong with you. You got all this amazing content coming to you, and you're gonna miss out if you don't subscribe. Literally, you won't know. So subscribe and continue to reset your body.